Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are now live with BB3 TV.
Hey everybody, thanks for jumping in here today. I appreciate you guys as always joining up here. Special thank you to BB3 TV again as always for having me on. I do appreciate you guys over there. Tom, Dom, and Taryn, appreciate you guys. Please tell me where you guys are watching from. Check in here. Tell me where you're where you are in the world. And while we're waiting for folks to jump in here, we'll share out some information and stuff like that. If you can, please guys hit that share button as always. Get this thing out there. Some pretty important information I'm going to be putting out here today, and we need to get some reach on this stuff. We're answering a lot of questions today that I get frequently asked questions. A lot of stuff to put out there today. So, well, apparently there was a backlog. I wasn't seeing him. How you doing, Facebook user? I'm not sure who you are. Thanks for jumping in. There he is. How you doing, Joe? Walter, it's good to see you as always. David? Elizabethtown. I wish I knew who you were, Elizabethtown. How you doing, Billy? Marty, it's good to see you. Keep it coming, guys. Really quick. If you take a look here at the bottom of the screen, you will see a little bit of information scrolling across the bottom of the screen there. All right. If you have not registered yet, guys, we are 94 days out, or 93 days out from the event. Please, if you're a reenactor, you're watching this, head over to the PCWA.org and get registered today or soon. The registration fee does go up in what is it? I think it's April. Don't quote me on that. I think it's April. The registration fee does go up from there. Hola, Gracion. Yeah, so it just go over there and get registered. Also, guys, we're still doing the bracelets. We still have some bracelets to get rid of. Get yourself entered into our exclusive giveaway. One bracelet gets you one entry. How you doing, Travis? Thanks for jumping in. One entry gets you one bracelet gets you one entry into our exclusive giveaway. Again, I talk about it all the time, guys, but this is an awesome opportunity to get in, get yourself a brand. Well, it's not brand new. It is used, but it is a very well kept 1853 Enfield musket. Also, we updated that. Some folks were saying, "Hey, I don't really have a use for a musket. Am you going to do anything else? I mean, I don't have any use for Civil War gear, things of that nature." So we decided that it wouldn't be fair not to offer an alternate cash prize. So if you choose not to take the musket, you get $750 cash for a first place in the giveaway, and $250 for the accoutrements and the knapsack and things of that nature. Some quick updates, guys. I'm not going to drag this one out here tonight too long. Hopefully you'll be here with everything going on. I'm not sure what you're talking about, and I don't see who you are. So could you put your name up there, Facebook user? I'm going to paste in the comment section the link. Okay, this is the link to get into the show. If you look over there, I just posted it in the comments. If you feel like coming in and having a conversation, going live with me here, questions or anything like that on the air, jump in, join in, and you click that link and I can bring you into the show. But we are going to be making some changes to the website. Most of you guys that have registered have gone through it, and you already know that the website is kind of a pain in the butt. It's a real pain in the butt. The form is a pain in the butt. We're trying to work through some of that. And if you're a spectator, you're an attendee. What we're going to be doing is we're actually changing the ticketing process. So instead of doing it this manual way that we've been doing it, right here on my desk, amongst 100,000 cards, I thought I had some tickets, but what we're doing is we have these tickets that we've been sending out to the attendees. You get stamped for how many days you're going to be there. If you're going to be there 1, 2, or 3 days or whatever, we stamp them a different color. I mean, it's a pain in the butt process. And then to have to print out an envelope for each individual person who purchased tickets, and then stuff the envelope with a packing slip, stuff it with the tickets, and then ship it out. It's a huge pain in the butt. It's a big process. So we decided that we're going to make a huge change. So we're revamping the entire website. Hey, TK, what's up? Thanks for jumping in here over there at the Paranormal Brew. She was always graceful enough to host us, and we appreciate you so much. Thank you. TK will be at the event too, guys. So if you want to meet Taryn from the Paranormal Brew, come out to our event. You'll be able to get a chance to meet Taryn. She's awesome in the paranormal field. So we're changing the whole ticketing process. And again, all right, so one of the things that we're doing is we're going from the manual ticketing to, it's going to be automated. We're going to a ticketing service. So it's going to, and we should be up and running here I think in about a week. So what that's going to do is that's really going to streamline the entire process. And we're like, why in the hell haven't we done this from the very beginning? I don't understand it either, but we just decided that we thought that this would be the most efficient way to do it. I see it jumped in there in the bottom of the screen, Ross. Sit tight for me for a few minutes. I'll bring you in, but try to get your camera working and make sure your audio is working too before I bring you into the show. So we needed to do something that was going to streamline the process, because what's going to ultimately happen is if we're manually stamping tickets and even at the gate, it would just create a massive backlog. So we decided we're going to get away from that. We're going to a ticketing service that should be live here within the next week or so. We are contemplating actually shutting down the website entirely for a week, just to get that situated, get everything updated. We're putting an FAQ page on there. We're going to be putting a lot more information on there. The website is going to be a lot easier to navigate. It's going to be a lot clearer to understand it. It's just going to be a better all out situation. The kids comes just, okay. All right. Well, you click the link, Ross. So you're actually in the back office of my show, boss. Yes. No, I don't know anybody besides me who loves Gettysburg as much as you do. Did Federal and Ribs, are you talking about swap camps? Yeah, if that's what you're talking about, the old map, yes, the camps are swapped. How is the progress on the 501c? It's the IRS. Well, let's leave it at that. All right, so yes, we will have the 501c3. We are still technically pending, because the way we did this, just to answer that question really quick, the way that we did this, I had an organization. It was called the East Donegal Historic Preservation Association. I had that organization since 2000, I think it was when I started it. It was 2001 is really when I was using it, to host events and raise money for that township, because it was a very historic township. So I was trying to raise money to save some of the historic buildings in that area. So we would host events and do things of that nature. I transferred that organization, that 501c3 that I already had, and I transferred it to the PCWA. Now, I will tell you, that's a nightmare process. So what's happened is now they have our old EIN number, and they issued us a new EIN, but it somehow got like jumbled inside of the IRS system. So we've been hounding the IRS for months trying to get that 501c3 status. We were told to operate as a 501c3 in the meantime, because technically we are still pending. So we can operate as the 501c3 status since we filed this months and months ago. Like, I think it's like 2 years at this point, actually. But, so yeah, the 501c3 is still a thing. It's still in the process, and we will have it. But as of officially right now, we still do not officially hold the 501c3 status. Checking in from, how you doing, Jim? Jim's a great guy. Jim's been out to the site. He's helped us quite a bit. He's put in some work out there. I mean, guy cut a huge pile of logs, which, by the way, I split just this past weekend. Thanks to Gretchen and them for coming out there, and thanks to the landowners for always being there for us. You know, Kevin was out there today, or excuse me, yesterday, or on Sunday. Today's, I don't even know what today is, Tuesday. He was out there on Sunday, and he was busting his butt helping us get that wood split, stuff like that. So much appreciation to our landowners. These guys are really going all out for us, and doing this to give you guys an awesome event. And guys, I kind of want to touch on some things here. Is as much as possible. Somebody actually accused me of not being transparent. I kind of think that's funny. Can you tell me, please tell me, if you've ever seen an event coordinator do the things that we're doing, that I'm doing? We go live. I give you guys tons of information. There's a reason I do that, because I'm allowing you to be a part of the process. And that is something that's never really been done before when it comes to event coordinating. What we do in the past, you guys they give you a you get the land, all right, and they give you this place to do it, and and they give you the website to register, and they take your money, and then you go and you do the thing. We wanted to be more inclusive than that. We wanted to give you more of an opportunity to have your voice heard, and try to give you more say and kind of insight into how this goes. So that's why we do this. And I've gotten tons of feedback, positive feedback, people that really enjoy that we do this, and that we have these lives, and we have these discussions, and we talk about things the way that we do, because it's never really been done. So, saying that I'm not transparent is really laughable, I think. Yes, I admit that, our website is lacking in certain areas. The guy who's doing the website has a full-time job. I mean, his full-time job is not dealing with our website. His full-time job is taking care of his family. His full-time job is working. Well, it doesn't matter where he works, but he's a very busy guy. So hounding him all the time about, hey, we need to fix this. We need to fix this. It's hard for me to do that. So, he does the best he can. He gets on there, and he really does make his best effort to get these things done. But really, and he changed careers. So, I needed to take this out of his hands and give it to somebody who actually is doing this kind of like a full-time job, because it really is a full-time job. So that's what we're trying to do. So transparency, we put everything out there. Okay. Everything out there. You want to know something? Ask me. I don't even care if it's financials. Okay. You're not going to have to file the Freedom of Information Act. If you want to know our financials, we'll talk about it. Because that's the way it should be. Get that from the other people. Ain't happening. Trust me on that. Some other things, guys, I'm just going to be honest. I am blown away. I've been, for the time that I've been doing this, all right, the amount of bitching and griping and moaning about certain things, it's mind-boggling to me how people complain about some things. You have no idea what it's like to put something like this together. It's insane. It's insane how much time it takes, how much was required, my time, people that come out and help, commanders, the command staff, guys like John Andy, who bust his butt. He's got a family, he's got a baby on the way, and he devotes all kinds of time to this. So, and all the people that are involved, and there's still people out there who are complaining that it shouldn't be this way, or you're asking too much, this and that. Guys, stop overthinking this. All right, it's a Civil War reenactment that we're putting on for everybody. Okay, stop getting hung up on all this campaigner shit or mainstream shit. No, it doesn't matter. This is a parental advisory, by the way. I do swear on my lives, and I apologize if you're offended. But there is a parental advisory for a reason. But guys, last I checked, most of us are adults. Most of us are adults, and I'm finding out that people are not acting like adults, and I don't understand it. We're all trying to do something big here. And, you know, you got guys like, I'm going to go to the Daniel Lady Farm. Why? Well, you're going to go to the Daniel Lady Farm because we have a little bit of a higher standard, because we want this to look incredible. We want this to feel incredible. But you got to get out of this mindset that because there's a higher standard that you're not going to have a good time. That's completely ludicrous. I mean, ask anybody who's gone to like Michaela's events, who went in there with this preconceived idea that it's just going to be an awful time because there's so many, there are stitch counters. These people went in there and had the time of their lives. You don't take my word for it. There are other people that can answer that for you. But it's all about the experience, okay? I am so sick and tired of, well, the Lady Farm this, Lady Farm that. I don't give a shit about the Lady Farm. I don't give a shit about them, okay? This is about the PCWA and what we're doing. Okay, we're trying to put on a quality event, giving you guys, okay, giving everybody that wants to come and everybody that wants to participate, okay, an awesome experience. I'm not going to sit here and entertain the bitching, crying, and moaning anymore. I'm done with it. You're grown-ass people. Suck it up. I'm so getting tired of it. All right, I'm going back to the comments here. The road y'all are putting down looks awesome. Yes, that was done by the landowners. We asked them if we could put down a nice little road, you know, and they freaking made this huge road for us. That's going to be the Chambersburg Pike and the Emmitsburg Road. It's an awesome. We need help out of the site, guys. Please, if you can, make some time. I'm there every weekend. You don't even have to ask. If you can come up, just show up. I'm telling you, I'm going to be there. Also, if you guys want to come out and see the site, the landowners are always there. If you guys can just go to the site, if they'll see you, they'll come down, and, you know, don't be afraid. You see Ken rolling up on his gator. Okay. He's going to ask if you're with the reenactment. You're going to tell him you are, and he's going to offer to give you a tour of the place. Super friendly people. If you want to go see the site, please go out there. Don't be afraid to do that. Yes, I thought I was pretty transparent too. You can't wait, Facebook user. I'm not sure who you are, but we can't wait either. We're super excited. You're an amazing event coordinator, Dustin. Forget the haters. Haters going to hate. That's just the way it is, but keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate that, Facebook user. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing it for you guys because I love this, because I care about this immensely. I mean, we've all sacrificed so much. You know, we're doing it because we love it, because we genuinely want to see something happen. That's incredible. How are you? Yeah, it's a good question. I'm pretty sure I'm transparent. Thank you very much, Nebraska. I appreciate that. And I don't want to forget Chris. He's an amazing commander. Couldn't ask for a better man to be in charge. Chris is a great guy. Chris has a lot of experience, but so does Mike Lavis. And these guys have put so much time in together. And this brings me to the next point that I have to touch on. These guys were chosen for a reason. These guys know what they're doing. I personally know them. I personally know that they are very highly experienced in this field. They know how to command troops, and they care about authenticity. They care about, I'm not sure what that was. I hope everyone out there is okay. They care about the way that this event and their own events, you know, Bobby and those guys over at Homespun, you know, they put on excellent events too, but they go more the authentic immersive route. But these guys have experience. They know what they're doing. That's why they were chosen. Now, on that side of things, they are in command, period. End of sentence. They have my full support. And if you don't like that, by all means, do not come to this event. We will do everything that we can to make this event look great if only 500 people show up. We will do whatever we can to make this event immersive, exciting, fun, if only if 500 people show up. Okay? Do not think you're going to come in here and somehow bully me, because that's not going to happen. You're not going to bully me. Forget about it. You're out of your mind. You've lost it. Okay? You're not going to bully my commanders. Okay? I don't care who you are. I'm not trying to sound like a jackass right now. Okay? But I don't deal with the military affairs. I let that with Mike, and I let that with Chris Anders, and I let that with Scott Fink. Okay? And I let that with all their command staff. Those guys know what they're doing. It's in good hands. All right. You can say what you want to say, What they say, it goes. End of sentence. Okay. Period. Done. I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. So if you think that you're going to come in here and tell us how we're going to run this, forget about it. Oh yeah, people will never be satisfied. Hey, you doing, Carmen? Thanks for jumping in. She says hi, Taryn. I haven't asked a question. I haven't asked a question that has gone unanswered, and I've asked a lot. Yes, you have, and I'll answer it 20 more if you have 20 more, Marty. You know, we'll do the best we can always. You get what you put into your event and your hobby. Amen. Praise the Lord. Thanks, Joe. Tell us how you really feel about the Dan Lead Form. I'm about to, because frankly, I don't give a shit anymore. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of the things that have gone on. I will not support them or anybody over there. Forget that. You know, what they did to me, what they tried to pull with me is ridiculous. And maybe I will put that out publicly at some point. Yeah, Ken is really awesome. Ken would love to meet reenactors up front. He's pretty excited about this. Yeah, Ken. It's not just Ken. It's not just Ken. It's it's Kevin. It's Craig. Catherine. I'm sure is excited. Although I haven't seen her or Rob or I haven't even seen Eric much, but they're all very thrilled to have us out there, and it shows because they show up and they're out there every single time. Ken absolutely hates when we're out there busting our butts and he can't help us because he just had freaking major surgery and he's unable to do as much as he would like to. And he feels like he's worthless, but we love him and we respect him and we respect his property and everything that they've done to make that place as amazing as it is. And guys, I really want everybody to step outside of themselves for this for 1 minute. Carmen, the event is June 23rd through the 25th. I want you all to step outside of your own selves. Let's put ego and let's put self away. We're reenactors, okay? And as a reenactor, we want to have the best experience that we possibly can. Am I wrong in assuming that? Go ahead, I'll wait. To have the best experience, you've got to have the best situation that you can have. And that usually revolves around the property and the land, okay? I've proven by multitudes and multitudes of videos. I've shown you campsites. I have shown you the battles. I've shown you the terrain as best that I can. I've offered you guys multitudes of opportunity to come out there and see it. At this point, I've given you nothing to bitch about. I've given you nothing to complain about. I should have pretty much put your doubts to rest. This is going to be an incredible opportunity to commemorate the Battle of Gettysburg. Okay, it's not about us. It's not about the PCWA. It's about the guys who did this in the real world. They sacrificed a lot, and we are sacrificing a lot to give you guys something that you will never forget. Okay, and it is important to me that we set aside these ridiculous, petty, stupid differences. Okay, I don't care if you don't like me as a person. It doesn't change the fact that you can still come out here and have a freaking awesome time. Okay. I want to address something that was brought up to me. Somebody said to me, Dustin's just doing this for the money. You're out of your flipping mind. Okay. You're out of your mind. If you think, if we break even on this event, we are going to be lucky. And most events don't. Why do you think that the GAC stopped doing it? Because they lost money all the time. They couldn't afford to keep doing it. So please understand that this is a massive risk for my wife and I to put as much as we have for the landowners who have put so much effort into this. We are risking everything. And for people to come on here and people to go online and bitch and moan and complain really is just mind-boggling to me. So just cut the crap because it's old, it's worn out. You have an awesome opportunity to come here. You have an awesome opportunity to experience this reenactment in a way that you probably will never get an opportunity to do it again. We are on historic ground. Okay. We've posted an article that Scott wrote about research that he had found about this property. guys, it is incredible stuff. Okay. There is Wilcox in his reports. Okay. Discusses he bivouacked. Okay. Near the Black Horse Tavern. I forget exactly. Don't quote me how it was. I read the article once, but it's well done. Scott did an excellent job. But he talks about how he camped near a mill that was at the point of where two creeks had met, the little Marsh Creek and the big Marsh Creek. And he discusses that's where he bivouacked. We have that ground. That ground is where cavalry is going to be camped. There were two mills there. I think it was a wood saw mill and a fuller mill. Both of them, there's still remnants. Not much left, but you can see where the foundations were. It's a really cool opportunity to be in Gettysburg, on historic ground. The terrain that we're using, we are mimicking the battles according to the terrain that we have. You're going to be doing the first day's fight. That first day's fight is going to be freaking cool. You're actually going to go through Willoughby Run. It's not the real Willoughby Run. It's a creek. You're going to get your boots wet. I mean, you're going to get an opportunity to see, what it would be like to dismounted Cav and Buford and how Buford falls back and supported by Reynolds, the Iron Brigade, Archer, Heath, Wilk. I mean, there's so much opportunity, so many cool things. And I don't know everything these guys have planned, but I'm telling you, it is going to be a mind-boggling experience. And with having the Chambersburg Pike, that's going to be part of this. It's, and then later the Emmetsburg Road, for the Pickett's charge, you're using the same ground, but it shifts, it changes, and it's going to be like you're on a completely different part of the field. And then the wheat field, wow. I mean, the wheat field is incredible. It looks like the actual wheat field. I've shown you this multitudes of videos. Okay. You have no reason not to do this. Okay. Pride and ego. Where is there a place for any of that? Do you want to come to a good event or do you want to go to a crappy one? You pick. I said it, and I don't care. Choice is yours. I've been professional this entire time. And if it comes across as me not being professional, I'm certainly not going to lose any sleep over it. If you guys do the crap they pulled. Yeah. Haters going to hate all day. How are we looking for firewood, and do you need any more assistance with it? Oh, we are looking good for firewood. I think we really nailed down all the cav. I don't think we need any more for the cav side of things. John seems to think that we have quite a bit down there, quite enough. But I think we need to still kind of really kick it in the butt for the infantry. I think I want to double what we have, to be honest. So we need a lot of firewood yet. So by all means, there's so much. It's all down. All the wood that we have, it's all down. It's all dry, seasoned wood. We just got to cut it up and split it. So if you want to come up and help, Paul, we could use the help. I've been to 2 events that Chris and Mike did together. They run great events. They absolutely do. Hey, Facebook user, I'm not sure who you are, but thanks for jumping in. I think you're doing it. Thanks, Stacy. I appreciate that very much. Seriously, it means a lot. Yeah, I'm not sure what that comment was to. I really wish I could get out to the site and help, but with situations I cannot. I've been sharing and telling everyone. Oh, that's Shane. Yeah, Shane's going through it down there. Him and his girlfriend are really going through it, guys. Continue prayers for Shane and his family. They're definitely going through it. You want to bring up the fact that there are people posing as members of the board? Oh, thank you for reminding me of that. This is an important announcement that I need to make. And it's not going to make somebody happy, but it needs to be done. Not going to get rich by putting on an event. Not even close. Not even close, man. All right, you should hold yourself to a high standard to give respect and honor to our ancestors who fought and died under their own beliefs, under 2 separate flags to build a new nation. You stop and realize we Yeah, absolutely. And we can't even put the entire comment on there. I'll have to read that. Well, I'll go to Facebook and read that later. You're doing an extraordinary job. My group is really psyched. Some folks will complain if you. Yeah. Amen, man. I'm glad. I can't wait to meet you too, Stacy. You have to come make sure you see me. I'll definitely be there for at least 2 days of this event for sure, and it will be an amazing experience no matter what you're doing. Great, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks, Travis. Even though you're a Patriots fan, I I love you, man. I appreciate that. Try to convince Soul and Press to do the event when I was at the Maryland Art. He's mulling it over. Okay, good stuff. All right, guys. So I have there's been a member, a former member of ours, who has been going around and he's been telling people that he was the chief medical officer of the Mifflin Guard. I spoke directly to the Mifflin Guard last night, Andy Stiganuk, and he talked to other members of his board and staff and have confirmed that this individual is not the chief medical officer of the Mifflin Guard. And in fact, is not even with the 28th Pennsylvania anymore and hasn't paid his dues to that organization and has not shown up to events in like forever. This person who knows who he is permanently banned from this event. So if you're seeing this, Mr., you're banned. You are not allowed on the property. You will not be allowed anywhere near it. So just stay your ass over there in New Jersey because you're not going to be coming to this event. All right. You've shot your mouth off one too many times. We've tried to reason with you. We've done everything we could professionally. We are at the point where we're about to do this the legal way, and we'll issue you a cease and desist. All right. So you've been informed, sir. Not the chief medical officer of the Mifflin Guard. You're banned. Just make note of that. You will not be at this event. Anybody wants to know who that is, I'll tell you who it is, but I'm not going to do it on the air. So you can reach out to me privately if you need to. Security will be notified. A picture of you will be issued to security. You will not set foot on the property, sir. All right. So enough of that crap. It's unbelievable we're even at a point where we have to talk about something like that. It's kind of ridiculous. Unfortunately, that's what it's come down to. And this is a person that I actually considered a friend. And, so when they say keep your friends close and your enemies closer, something to that effect. All right, guys. So moving on, please, guys, if you haven't done it already, go to the PCWA.org/shop/ okay, get over there. Get your bracelets, guys. Get you entered in for this free giveaway. Don't miss the opportunity. It's an awesome opportunity. There's also cash. There's accoutrements. If you don't want it, get the money. There's books. Dom Dalbello wrote awesome books. And I thought I had them sitting here ready to go. I do. He donated 3 copies of his books. And there goes my paperwork. He donated 3 copies of each of his books. Okay. Parade Inspection and Basic Evolutions of the Infantry Battalion, and Instructions for Guards and Pickets. These are excellent guides. These are the third place. This is the third place prize for the giveaway. These are awesome. So you're definitely going to want to get your hands on these. They're great reads. You know what? I wish I knew where he has them for sale. You might be able to get them on Amazon. Go check that out. Excellent books. But guys, again, just to recap a little bit, there we go. Just to recap a little bit, the website might go down for a couple of days. It's going to be back up. There's going to be a ton more information. Gary, I forget your last name. You were asking me about a 2-page. You're upset about the 2-page, or you're not upset. You were concerned about the waiver of liability being on 2 pages if you print it. That is actually going to be available online. You should be able to fill it out online, and when you submit it, it'll come directly to me. You don't even have to print it out. We're working on getting that taken care of for you. The other thing is we're going to also a lot of questions. And again, I apologize that there's not it's the information that's on the website is confusing. There's a lot of stuff that's on there it just comes across as confusing, like the camping and things like that. I do apologize. And I've been so busy, and our RT guy has been too busy. So we're just making these major changes, guys. That's where we're at with that. So stay tuned for that. But again, in the meantime, we need to get guys registered. We still have room for artillery. We still have we can still take more guns on both the federal and Confederate side of things. Just know, guys, they are only allowing, full scale guns to take the field. And there are standards in those groups as well. So reach out to, Tiny Dawson or Mike Scheibe. Those guys are heading the federal and CS artillery. If anybody has any further questions, please, by all means, reach out to me. I'm easy to get a hold of. I answer as quickly as I possibly can. Sometimes it might take me a little bit. Depends on what's happening. But generally speaking, I get back to you pretty quick. Yeah, with friends like that, who needs enemies? That's a fact. I'm calling the fact that if he's willing to lie to people about that, I'm calling the safety qualification into question. That's another thing too. I won't get into any more detail about that. Hey, I want to let you know my father is going to be with me to the event. It will be his first event. If anyone has extra gear that I could borrow or gear for sale, be willing to buy stuff. Well, we can't see who you are, Facebook user, but maybe I'll see who you are, and you can post that information. Ask that question on the PCWA's 160th Battle of Gettysburg reenactment group page. Go over there and post that, and I'm sure somebody would be happy to help you out. Guys, the other thing we want to do is, and the reason we're doing the event the way that we're doing it, is because we want to create interest and get youth involved back into the hobby. Guys, I've been doing this since I was 14 years old. I'm 44. I'm aging out. I mean, there's guys that have been doing it longer. They're aging out. This Gettysburg might be the last one that they ever do. We have to create interest and get people involved. And the way to do that is we interact with people, which is why we're setting up the event the way that we're setting it up. You're going to come in, you're going to go right through the Sutlers. That'll put you right into two sides of living history. And by the way, I will post an updated map. We've changed some things. We are going to post an updated map. Living history. So the people of Baltimore Street will be on the west side of the creek that splits the property, okay, where the lower area is. The other side of living history, like the normal whatever living history area, is going to be on the other side of the creek, directly on the other side of the creek, and there will be a bridge there for you to go over. We are working with sound. The sound that we have, these people do major events, major events. I won't even tell you what they are. It's pretty cool. Major concerts. These are our sound people. So you're going to have incredible projection inside. This guy's bringing a $25,000 projector for authors to use, for speakers to use to do presentations in the tent. And the sound is going to be rich and perfect. We're super excited about who we're partnering with on this. Hugely professional people. And as in the past, you know that as a spectator, you've been put way out there. And as a reenactor, we're doing this so people can see and learn. I think most of us kind of like that. I know there's immersion reenactors who like to kind of just be off on doing their own thing, and that's perfectly okay too. But most of us kind of like being close to spectators. And these guys, these spectators, we just cleared, and thank God Kevin and him, he is a freaking ninja with his Kubota, and he does excellent work. He cleared out, we cut off a bunch of limbs. So check this out. So go on to the group page. I posted a video of it. Go onto the page and check that out. But we cleared Gretchen, my wife, and Ken was up there. Craig, one of the landowners, helped out. And Ken was a great supervisor. But we cleared out an entire tree line, but we left the tops of the trees so that when you're out there and you're watching this battle, you're going to have a clear, front row seat to the Battle of the Wheat Field. And you're going to be protected from the sun because we left the tops of the trees up there for you. So you're going to be out there to be able to watch. You're going to be in the shade. It's an awesome opportunity. So also, when we're doing the third day of Pickett's Charge, spectators can line up the whole length of that field and be right there. I mean, right there, 50 feet away, because that's the safety buffer zone that we are going to be setting. So you're going to be right there. Spectators are going to see that, and they're going to be immersed in that awesomeness. I mean, so what a freaking cool opportunity. If you guys aren't super stoked for this, I I don't know what to tell you. I am super stoked. I mean, like, I lose sleep over this. All right. Not going to ask you about the surgeons this time. Had a good conversation with Doc and awaiting more info. Excited about the plans. Hope we can get a team for the ambulance. I'm hoping so too. That's going to be like clutch. I'm gonna reach out to John over at the Maryland Sutler, which by the way has graciously donated half of that musket to this to this raffle. So thanks to John over there at Maryland Sutler again, and Brett at Paper Cartridges, and Scott Fink for donating the knapsack and all the goodies that are packed in there, and Brett over there at Paper Cartridges, man. So we appreciate you guys for your contributions to the giveaway. But the ambulance is being brought by the regimental quartermaster. They are graciously allowing us to use that, but I'm going to reach out to John and see if I can reach his team, the guy who he gets to pull his wagons. Maybe we can try to contract with him to get that thing taken care of. Because the medical scene at the end. So guys, like, we have talked about this. Something that we really want to do that's different is like, there's going to be medical triage. Like, it's the battle ends. It doesn't end there. The scenario doesn't end there, because so much happened after that. And that needs to be told. That story needs to be told too. And we're going to see what happens when walking wounded are coming back, and how they were treated, and the medical triage and the ambulance picking up, bodies and things of that nature. So you young bucks that don't mind laying out in the field there for a little bit, and as long as you can handle it and the sun's not beating you up, and medically you're safe, stay out there as long as you can. We'll come and clean you up. And we're also doing burial trenches. The landowners have been gracious enough to allow us to do a burial trench demonstration. We're going to go over how to do that properly and how we're going to protect the ground. And by doing that, we're not going to make a mess of things, because when we put it back, it's going to look like it never happened. But what a cool experience. And we're going to be putting people in these burial trenches, and kind of showing people what happened. And then there's going to be surgical displays, so people are going to actually and spectators will be able to walk around and mingle the battlefield after this happens, to really get that immersive experience, guys. Something that's really never been done before. So really exciting stuff coming up for the 160th Gettysburg, guys, and we need your support. So guys, I know I beat a dead horse here by saying this all the time. Each and every single time you guys hit that share button, it reaches people that I can't reach organically. So I need your guys' help to do that. Please, guys, share those things out. I'm begging you here. It really does help us. It helps the organization. And if you care about historic preservation, because that's why we're doing this, guys, anything that we can donate to the American Battlefield Trust or Shenandoah Valley or whatever, we're going to do that. That's the whole point. That's where we want the money to go. So it's not about us. It's not about me. It's not about the staff. It's not about any of that. It's about what we can leave for the next generation. All right. So hitting the share button is a really simple thing for you guys. That's a really tiny little thing that you can do to make sure that those things happen in the future. If you want Gettysburg to come back, hit the share button. All right. If, that's all I can tell you, because if we don't succeed this time around, we're done. That's as far as I can go with it, guys. I mean, what would be the point in me even trying? If you guys don't show up, what's the point? You know what I mean? And then you can just go to the Lady Farm and keep going to that dog and pony show if you want to. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here tonight. I appreciate it. I am going to let me answer this. Okay. We'll be having a volunteer walkthrough. Yes. So I will put that out there. I did attempt to have one. Nobody RSVP'd for that, but it was probably just, it's too soon. I do have people volunteering through the website and things of that nature. And again, if you can volunteer for the event, if you can help us do ticket sales, or if you can help us, do all kinds of logistic things that need done around an event like this, please reach out to me and volunteer your time. We definitely appreciate that, but we will do a volunteer walkthrough. It was a very big pile of wood. How many guys do we have so far for Pickett's Charge? Well, as of right now, we have just over 1,300 people registered. But again, there are still people that haven't even had their meetings yet. I know there's organizations. I know a lot of people are kind of hanging back in the wings, waiting to see how things go here. But I mean, guys, it's happening. It's go time. So we need you to get off the fence and start registering so we can build these regiments out. Okay, we need you to be able to do that. So please go ahead and get registered. Do we have any horse artillery? I've been told that yes, there is going to be some horse-drawn artillery. It's not first section. I do know that there are people attempting to get that done. I hope so. I really hope so. And John said he's working with some folks to have some wagons out there. So again, we're trying to create an immersive atmosphere. Again, during the battles, when you talk about doing something that's immersive, Facebook user, and I'm super excited for you, and I'm glad that we can provide this for you. Hit the share button. All right, guys, it's so important to me. I don't know if I've emphasized it enough, but this is important to me. It's not just me, but it's important to all of us who care about this. It's important to Bobby at Homespun. It's important to Chris over there at Rear Rank. It's important to Mike Lavis. It's important to my staff. It's important to everybody. It's important to the landowners, and it's important to the history. It's important to the hobby. Okay, it's been done wrong for a lot of years, and we need a serious change. I'm asking you guys to put a little faith in me. Trust me a little bit. I'm doing everything that I can to provide you guys with something that's incredible, that's going to be memorable, that you're going to take with you for the rest of your life. And doing so, we're going to make sure you have very clean toilets the whole time too, because that's part of the experience. But guys, it's really important, and we're doing this because we really do genuinely care about it. I really want you to have the time of your life. We talk about it as reenactors, about seeing the elephant. I want you to have that opportunity here. And I think this is the place to do it. You're on historic ground that was traversed by Confederate forces during the actual battle. What an incredible opportunity to have that here in Gettysburg, in a place that's mostly controlled by the Park Service. So don't miss this opportunity, guys, just because, pride or whatever, if you think that your uniform isn't correct, don't stop with that. Your uniform is fine. Yes, if you can make an improvement, then make the improvement. If you find out that you're part of the Iron Brigade, if you can get a hardy hat, get a hardy hat. If you can't, you can't. Just do some research. It's not a hard thing to do. Okay. But guys, I don't want to be a jerk. I don't, but I do really, 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 really care about the way this looks. So please put some extra effort into it. That's all we're asking, guys. Don't get hung up on the rhetoric. You're going to get lost in all that crap. It doesn't mean anything, okay? What is important here is that you guys come out here and you put effort into it, because it doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter what the landowners do. It doesn't matter what we provide you. The experience that you have is going to come down to what you put into it. So if you come out there and you get involved, man, and you put yourself in a mental space that you're in the fight, okay? And, bullets are flying over your head. You're ducking, you're laying down, the lines don't stay perfect. It's chaos, man. Get yourself into it. And the more people do that, and the more immersed you guys allow yourselves to be, the more incredible this is going to be for you guys, and the experience that you're going to have, the experience that the people watching are going to have. It's just so incredibly important, guys, and we can't do it without you. So much love and respect to reenactors for what you guys put into it. All of you, we wouldn't be here without you. So much, much, much love and respect to each and every one of you. And it's my honor to be able to host this and to be able to provide you guys with an opportunity to have experience, to experience Gettysburg in this way. It's truly my honor. It's the honor of my life to be able to do this. And I really cannot wait for you guys to have this experience. So guys, please help us out. Okay, if you can't come here for a work weekend, why can't you just hit the share button? So many people don't do that. It's like, I don't understand that. Like, why not? Just hit the share button. Done. you've just gotten it to more people. If you're part of a reenacting group that I don't know about, which is, I'm sure there's hundreds of them, please hit the share button, share to the group, even if it's just the link to the website, it all helps out. And if you guys want to have another Gettysburg like this one, this is what you need to do. We need your help. So please, guys, go ahead and do that. That's thepcwa.org. And again, if you want to go to the shop, it's thepcwa.org/shop. We definitely appreciate that. So, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you all so much for joining us. Again, it's such a pleasure to be here and do this with and for you guys. If I were to try to name off all the people who I owe such a huge debt of gratitude, we'd be here all night. So, to all of you, and you all know who you are, thank you so much for sticking this out, and for all you guys that keep coming out and digging and working hard. So much love and respect, guys. Until next time, God bless, guys. We'll see you next week. I'm not sure. Stay tuned.